card marks the start of O2's expansion into the financial services areas within Ireland. We believe that the O2 Money card is cash, except it's better. So it's not a credit card, and neither is it a traditional debit card. It's actually a prepaid money card which customers put money onto in advance of spending it. So it means that really from a control point of view, they can only spend what they have on the card. So it really allows them to manage their day-to-day spending, their budgets, I think, which is very timely in this time of economic woe in Ireland. It offers all the benefits and flexibility of a chip and PIN card with the access and security of a Visa card. So customers can use it either online, or they can use it in shops, they can use it at home, abroad, wherever Visa is accepted. We see this as being a really exciting area for us to bring, I suppose, our two pedigrees of customer service and product innovation together. If you look at the kind of the synergies that are happening already between mobile and money as such, so I know you'll have read lots of stuff about developments of e-wallets and NFC and that capability in some more mature markets. We really see this as there's an opportunity for O2 to play a significant role in this area. So, and bringing customers with us, so starting with the O2 Money card and getting customers used to using O2 as their favourite brand for their financial services, for their money management, is the first step for us on that journey. The biggest NFC trial that was conducted in Europe recently was carried out in a town called Sitges. A lot of Irish people will know it. It's a resort town just south of Barcelona, and it was a full NFC trial, which means that you had 1,500 customers with NFC near-field communications enabled handsets, and you had 500 merchants signed up to the trial. So what that meant was that customers were able to use their handsets to pay for items and for goods and services in store simply by just tapping their phone against a reader. So the expression is to tap and go. The trial was such a success that in fact the town has continued on using the technology subsequent to the trial. Merchants found that customers used the NFC handsets for lower value transactions. They carried out more transactions than they would have expected. So it was both a success from the merchant and from the consumer's point of view. The great news is that we know that the technology already works. So, you know, we've seen that very much within the Telefonica parent group. Our colleagues in O2 UK are doing a lot of work in this area as well. So the great news for us is that we don't have to start from scratch. I guess locally in Ireland, the challenge for us is the consumer adoption and bringing customers with us on that journey. So, which is why it's really important that we start with something like the money card and get people used to using that kind of functionality, and as I said earlier, trusting us with their money management. If you look at some of the innovations that we already have, so on the O2 Money card we've got smartphone applications which allow you to transfer money card to card instantly. So again, I think that's an example of what the mobile industry can bring to something as traditional as financial services. And then the challenge for us again in the Irish context is making sure that we get the retail side of the industry, I suppose, to see the benefits and to accept the whole area of contactless and later on NFC payments. Ireland's attitude towards cheques is very interesting. We're one of the highest users of cheques in Europe. So I think common sense would tell us that it's probably not the most efficient form of payment either for the payee or the payor. So things like card-to-card transfers on the money card or other innovative ways of paying for services which reflect people's day-to-day lifestyles is, I think, an obvious development in this area. And NFC, when it comes, will allow customers to just pay for things using their handset. The transaction is immediate. The person on the receiving end knows that the funds have come through. So for everyone, it's just a much more efficient way of making payments. And I think for the Irish industry generally, it's a really important move for us.